Hey guys, today we're gonna try to learn a roller. Or we're not gonna try, we are gonna learn a roller. So first I want to discuss how stability affects rollers. So it's pretty much exactly the same on how discs fly. So if you're throwing an overstable disc, they're gonna cut left. And if you're throwing understable, it's gonna go right. If you're throwing an overstable disc for a roller, you're gonna probably throw it out there. You want to get most rollers on a 45-degree angle. So they're going to go out, they're going to roll, and generally all rollers want to fall over onto the right side. But since if you're throwing an overstable disc, it's naturally this is going to want to go left. So this you might get a more distance, but it's going to probably fall left or stay straight. And if you throw something more neutral, like a CD2, which is pretty much a dead straight flying disc, it's going to hold straight a long ways, and then it's going to tail off a little bit right, because that's what rollers naturally do. Usually if you're going for max distance, you want to find something that's pretty neutral, because it's going to ride straight the longest. And for understable shots, you're going to want to throw an understable disc. If you throw a disc like a D-line FD, which is a really understable disc, you can throw it flat. You don't need to throw a 45 on it. You can throw it flat. It's going to get to the ground fast, and since it's an understable disc, it's going to fight right really hard. This is great if you're not really comfortable throwing a sidearm, or if it's a low ceiling and you need something to get through fast and cut really hard right. Now we're going to go out to the field, and I'm going to show you how to throw a proper roller. We're out here at Harlow Platts in the open field, and I'm going to demonstrate some roller shots and how the stabilities affect the discs. The first shot I'm going to be showing you is with a CD2. I was just telling you about this disc. It's a real stable and neutral flying disc in the air, and it should do pretty much the same thing on the ground. If I throw this out to the probably the left of me on a 45-degree angle, it should pop up straight, ride, and finish right. I'm going to demonstrate real quick. Now I'm showing you the FD3. It's an overstable disc, and as I was saying about the stability, if you're throwing a right-handed backhanded shot with an overstable disc, it's going to fade left. So for an overstable disc, when you throw a roller, it's normally called a cut roller, because it's going to cut into the direction of the stability of the disc. So if I'm throwing a cut roller, I'm going to want to aim it right, or wherever you want to put the roller down, and have it cut left. So there's a basket right over there. I'm going to aim it right, and it should cut left to the basket. All right, now it's the D-line FD. I was telling you that this disc is really understable, so you can throw this one pretty flat out there, and depending on your power, it's going to flip pretty hard and end right. So for most players, I'd probably start it a little bit less than the 45, almost closer to flat. But for me, this disc, I can throw flat, and it's going to flip really fast into the ground and then way right. You just saw me throw the rollers, and you have a good understanding on what the discs do and how the discs behave on the ground. I just want to briefly cover on the angles you want to release them and how you want to set your body up before you throw them. Okay, as you're seeing, when I'm throwing a roller, I'm coming over on it pretty hard. So it's basically like I'm throwing a Anheuser into the ground, and that's really all a roller is. But a lot of the time, when beginners throw rollers, they don't snap it. The main goal is to really snap it into the ground, because if you don't, it just turns into some ugly cut roller, or sometimes it even just flies straight. Here's an example on how not to throw a roller.
How do you do it?
Well, that's pretty much all there is to know about the basic roller shots. My best recommendation is just go out to a field like this, take your most understable and most overstable disc out to practice, and just try to mimic what I did. And you should be able to throw a roller with tons of practice and confidence. Keep on dreaming, and don't forget your laundry.